I'm Ryan Asselta, and welcome to Geico Sports Night. Now that you've dug yourself out from that latest winter blast, let's get you caught up on a busy Friday night. Both the Rangers and Devils on the ice looking for their third straight wins. But we start with the Knicks, who continued their trip through the Texas Triangle with a visit to Houston.
Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson, and U.S. Open champ Justin Rose all made a charge, but it was the Aussie, Adam Scott, who hoisted the trophy in the shadow of Lady Liberty.
Overall, your dad's number 3, back in the 500 for the first time since his death there many years ago. How much was he on your mind knowing that number 3 was racing around that track last night?
I felt very comfortable with the situation.
Pretty fitting to hear that song. You know, that's the Richard Sherman song from that commercial. And all week long, this team wasn't shy about telling us that they were the man. You know, this was a confident group, very respectful of the Broncos and what they did this season. But I got a sense that as much as they respected Peyton Manning and Denver, they expected to win this ball game, and they really came out and did that tonight. I caught up with a lot of the Seahawks after the game, and they tried to put into words what it meant now to be a Super Bowl champ.
Pete, how does it feel, man? You're a Super Bowl champ. It's so cool.
We all know the Super Bowl is the center of the sports world, but what you might not know is New York right now is the epicenter of the sports media world. You don't believe me? Let me show you. Radio Row.
Well, you know that guy in your fantasy football league that misses the playoffs each year and then complains that not enough teams make the postseason? Well, Cowboys owner Jerry Jones is that guy in the NFL. After missing the playoffs for a 4th straight year, Jones said Friday he'd like to see the playoffs expanded from 6 to 8 teams in each conference.
Celtics in the first round of the playoffs. That begins this weekend. Those games will be here in New York, the first 2, but they will shift the series to Boston next week. Games 3 and 4 will be at the TD Garden, of course. Should be pretty emotional.
Headquarters in Jamesburg, New Jersey, and we are here for one reason. That's to take the Hyundai Ultimate Football Challenge. So here's the challenge. 1 ball, 1 back window, 1 challenger, 1 $5,000 check, 1 try.
Well, over at the Garden, the Knicks showing us that right now they're not even close to being an elite team in the NBA. You want to see a team that will contend for a title? That's a team that came into New York and embarrassed the Knicks on Sunday. Knicks hosting the Spurs out at the Garden. That's the look of a very unhappy Coach Mike Woodson. The Knicks gave him plenty of reasons why. Look at the defense. Tony Parker just completely breaks down Iman Shumpert. Easy layup. Santonio out in front, 18-4. Well, it's the story that has dominated the world of sports this week. Dolphins lineman Richie Incognito accused of bullying by teammate Jonathan Martin. Today, Incognito spoke out for the first time, sitting down with Jay Glazer of Fox NFL Sunday in an interview that was both very revealing and disturbing. Handed over a cell phone to Jay Glazer, which revealed over 1,100 text messages between him and Martin over the last year, many of them very vulgar. Now, we're all guys here. Guys mess around with their buddies, that type of thing. But, Mark, do you ever have text exchanges with friends? He called him a brother that go to this on the show tonight. We wanted to know what you, the viewer, thought of the Richie Incognito interview on Fox NFL Sunday. So where'd we go? Twitter, of course. Here are some of your responses from tonight. This is Wes Ennard says he could have chosen to clarify. Instead, he chose to justify. Tonight should be very interesting to see how the Dolphins respond. They're on Monday Night Football tomorrow when they take on the Bucks down in Florida. We'll see how that goes. Giants getting a break. Cowboys down 35-10 right now to the Saints. That's going to do it for Sports Extra. Special thanks to Lou Albanese, our producer. I'm Ryan Asselta. Have a great night, New York.